views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Geek, what the hell happened to everyone?
I've never seen an anomaly like this before.
Residual frequency signatures detected.
Oh, that's not good.
What does that mean?
It means we're picking up frequencies from other dimensions or times.
Well, at least somebody's getting some action.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's been a long time since I had any frequency in getting some action.
Dork, patch it through the main computer.
Your wish is my command.
Oh, we're picking up something.
What the hell is it?
It's a broadcast of some sort.
Adjusting audio.
Boosting signal.
Welcome to the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Oh, God, is it Monday?
Getting your work week started right by stretching out your vagina holes with the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome. You've been beaten aboard. You are now live and inside the mothership for another exciting, action-packed episode of The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. For those of you tuning in on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and watching the video feed, I do apologize. I'm not wearing my Santa hat. I will go get it during the first break here. I wore it all day yesterday, of course, during Inside the Mothership, and I will put it back on. My Rastafarian Santa hat will make its return momentarily. Don't worry about that. It is the Christmas special today of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, and we will be featuring four classic episodes of Just a Few Questions, all of them Christmas related. That's right, we've been doing this for a while, folks. We've been doing Just a Few Questions for a while. We have 4 Christmas episodes. I'm going to bring them all to you today, including the brand spanking new one, which just aired yesterday, called Santa's Bitchy Old Lady. That's right, Santa's Bitchy Old Lady. That's coming up in hour number 3. But hour number 1 will feature 2 episodes. Hour number 2 will feature an episode, and then, of course, the new one in the last episode. Music for your vagina holes, both regular music and Christmas music, live recorded here in the studio during 36 hours of Alien Xmas over the years, as well as some bad movie flashbacks. Maybe Judge Man will stop by with an episode of Man Law. Who knows what's going to happen here? And, of course, your phone calls at 1-313-444-8919. That's 1-313-444-8919. Or you can Skype me at Alienstone1. That's Alienstone and the number 1. Don't spell it out because you would be wrong. So, folks, here we are underway, broadcasting from the other side of Planet Chaos on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio Network. And in syndication and replay around the world on fantastic stations like 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, 97.1 KGSBFM Get Smashed Radio, the IRN Internet Radio Network, WRFN 1025, WRPR Rat Pack Radio, United Sounds Choice Radio, Prodcore Radio, Pure Rock Radio, Good Talk Radio, Mile High Radio, and K89. Wherever it is that you are tuned, wherever it is that you are listening, welcome to the show, and I hope that your Monday morning is off to a pleasant start. So, that being said, let's go ahead and start things like we always do with a bit of a history lesson. And it looks like my stuff is out of whack here. There we go. All right, a little bit of a history lesson on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Let's take a look at this day in history.
December 20th, 1803. Ceremonies in New Orleans formally marked the completion of the Louisiana Purchase. The United States doubles in size as it gains ownership of the western half of the Mississippi River Basin, which it bought from France. 1860. South Carolina becomes the first state to secede from the Union, prompting other southern states to follow suit. The following year, the first shots of the Civil War are fired in South Carolina at the Battle of Fort Sumter. 1989, the United States launches Operation Just Cause, sending troops into Panama to topple the government of General Manuel Noriega. 1999, Vermont Supreme Court rules that homosexual couples are entitled to the same benefits and protections as married heterosexual couples. And 1946.
Help me, Clarence! Get me back!
In New York, a preview charity screening of It's a Wonderful Life, a day before its official world premiere. The Frank Capra film starring James Stewart and Donna Reed is now considered a holiday classic. Today in history, December 20th. Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press.
Please, God, let me live again.
Alrighty, folks, let's go ahead and get this thing underway. I promised you some Christmas stuff today because it is the Christmas special. This is the last attack before Christmas takes over for that 24-hour period where you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything except for Grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? But that's Christmas. It is on its way. So, like I said, we've got 4 episodes of Just a Few Questions. So I'm going to start you off with 12/23/2018. This one is just simply entitled Christmas 2018. So it doesn't tell me anything about what we talked about. And believe me, I've done so many of these Just a Few Questions that I don't necessarily remember what it's even about. Okay? I really don't. It might be from the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas, maybe, I don't know. So let's find out. Just a Few Questions. Christmas 2018 on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Just a few questions.
All right, everybody, it is now time for Just a Few Questions, the holiday edition 2018. Merry Christmas, everybody. Ho, ho, ho.
What you just call me?
That's right. I did. And before the Just a Few Questions is over, it will be evident that you are, in fact, a ho, ho, ho. All right, so this is where I ask you a bunch of very inappropriate questions and make you very uncomfortable. And I'm going to do it in a very holiday festive way. Think I can handle that? Maybe we should change the music up for this then.
Okay.
We should probably switch it up since it's the holiday edition. We'll do this in the background instead. How about this?
Do it.
Oh, that's very, very festive. All right, so, question number 1.
Question number 1.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the studio. Now the creature was stirring, except for the bartender who just poured another bottle of brandy into the eggnog. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholson soon would be there to fill it with money for hookers and beer. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, with visions of Tide Pods dancing in their heads.
This generation.
A hot mama in a nightie, and you with your Jimmy hat, had just jumped into bed to get all nasty and freaky and stuff. When out of the lawn there arose such a clatter, you jumped off that bitch to see what was the matter. Away to the window you stumble like a stoner, mostly from the weed, and you still had a boner. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow told you that tomorrow's commute was going to suck balls. Then what to your wondering eyes should appear but Terry Crews wearing only an ugly Christmas thong and a smile from ear to ear.
Ugh.
He just keeps coming back.
Why?
What do you hope Santa Cruz has brought you this year? A case of Igor's Lube. It's on everybody's wish list. B, a book that will help you understand why even after all of this, you still have that boner. C, a dick in a box.
This is a dick in a box.
Or D, a coupon for a free sponge bath from Santa Cruz. And go.
You know what? As soon as you said it, I was going for it. I want the case of Igor's Lube.
You want the case of Igor's Lube.
Because it has gotten me out of a lot of things.
Exactly.
And it has
it's
assisted,
multi-purposeful.
Yes. It has assisted with many, a couple different escapes.
Yes.
And
it's very versatile.
Yes.
It should be in everybody's backpack.
It should be.
It should be in their panic room.
Yup.
And their bathroom.
And your Go Pack. Your Go Pack needs to have a case of 9mm, a case of 40s, and a case of Igor's Lube.
A case of Igor's Lube. All right.
Abso-freaking-rootery.
All right, so you're going with Igor's Lube. All right, still Straggler.
Still Straggler. What are you going with?
Still the Straggler.
For when you guys capture me, I'm going to have to use the lube to get out of the sticky situation.
All right, so he's going with the lube as well.
With the lube.
I would definitely go with the lube. All right, so everybody's hoping to get a case of lube from Santa Cruz.
We got to get a sticker or a poster or something for Igor's Lube, dude. There's got
to be. We need to make a commercial.
There's going to be
a product and everything. We got to sell it.
There's got to be coming a commercial soon.
So, just a few questions. Question number 2.
Question number 2. Ho, ho, ho.
You're 80 years old and a grumpy old bastard.
God, I hope I don't live to see that long, but go on.
Oh, wait, the music stopped. We can't have the music just stop. All right, so.
When it said 80.
You're 80 years old and a grumpy old bastard. You make your employees work on Christmas Eve, and you are generally known as a mean old man that hates Christmas. You settle in for a night with a bowl of hot pea soup and reflect on how unhappy you are in life. Just then, the spirit of the not-so-douchebag version of yourself appears and tells you that you will be visited by 3 ghosts. You tell yourself to piss off, and he does, but farts in the room before he leaves. Out of the stench came the first ghost, the ghost of Christmas flatulence. He asks you, out of all the holiday food that you will consume this year, what do you think will generate the nastiest farts? And go,
oh.
And by the way, this is part A of this question.
Part A. Yeah. So, what's going to give me the most gas this year?
It's going to make you fart the nastiest.
I'm going to go with the ham and beans.
Ham and beans?
Because we're going to have baked beans, I'm sure.
Sure.
And we're having ham. So, I'm going to go with, what would you say? Would you say pork and beans at that point in time? Or no? Because it's not quite pork and beans, but baked beans and ham.
All right.
I'm going to go, Yep.
All right. What do you think? Same thing?
I'm thinking, I know for sure for you, the beans, because I remember past experiences with the beans with you.
Beans, a magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So eat your beans with every meal.
Oh,
Absolutely.
No, it was not more than 2. It was the more you cleared the house.
Okay. What are you eating, kid?
All right. So
you match it with the beans.
So you answered the ghost question. Just then, the spirit rips a real stinker and fades away, only to be replaced by ghost number 2.
Hello.
I am the ghost of Christmas presents. There's an S at the end of that. Presents.
Plural.
He announces that he is the ghost of Christmas presents. Then asks, out of all the Christmas presents you have ever received, what was the worst one and who gave it to you? And go.
Man, the worst one?
The worst one you ever got and who gave it to you?
Oh, man. I remember in high school, my grandma gave me the old sweater thing.
The sweater thing?
Yeah, hi, I'm going to get you a sweater for Christmas, and it was
your grandmother.
Yeah.
Was it just grandmother? It wasn't like Nana somebody or nothing?
No, it was grandma.
Just grandma?
Grandmas were grandmas to me.
Grandma gave you a crappy sweater?
Yep.
You ungrateful bastard.
I am too.
Because it was my grandma too. She gave me, I think it was like a checkered shirt or something.
You want to know
a little die-cast car that was horrible?
You want to know what's funny? I can remember something.
But I love you, Nana.
The same grandma gave my uncle a thing of Welch's squeezed jelly. I will never forget it. She gave it to my Uncle Mark.
Wow.
So I could probably answer for him and say that was probably his worst Christmas present ever. I mean, could you imagine getting that?
You got one?
Yeah, we had a Secret Santa for the hockey team, and I was up. I can only imagine what I was going to get. And then, of course, the guy that got me, he comes up, and it's a bag full of items. Random items. What looked like to be out of his lunchbox. It was a giant jar of pickles, an orange, and a can of Spam. I don't know why. And then to top it all off, it looks like he gave me some dirty panties from his sister's drawer.
Oh. Nice. It's just an assortment of lunch
That's what I asked him. I said, was this your lunch?
So, do I need condiments or a condom?
And out of all of that, what smelled the worst?
I see what you did there.
Terrible, gross. Go on.
So, after you answered the question again, as fast as he appeared, poof, he is gone and the third spirit remains. He just stares at you with his burning red eyes. He reaches for you with his long bony fingers. You scream in terror and ask the spirit, "Who are you, spirit? What do you want from me?" He grows near and he says, "Yeah, my name is Fred. I just wanted to know. If you had to kill somebody with their own Christmas decorations, what would you use? How would you use it? And who would you use it on?"
Oh my gosh, that is...
And go.
For real?
And go. And we're still on question number 2, so you gotta hurry up.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna go simple then. I'm gonna go with a customer.
A customer?
I'm not gonna name names specifically.
Okay.
One of my customers.
Gotcha.
And I would use a string of lights, tie them up with it, and then drag it behind their car.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
That's how I would roll with it.
With flashers, too, just in case you might give them a seizure.
Well, it would be their car, and their flashers probably don't work.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I would use.
Gotcha.
I can't take part in this one.
Oh, can't take part of this one. It violates the code of something.
Ethicity.
Yeah. So I guess I would take like the big plastic people that they put out front and just beat somebody over the head with them. Bludgeon them to death with baby Jesus.
Dear baby Jesus.
It's like, because they always look creepy. They never look good.
They do, too.
They always look like, oh. That's like, is that baby Jesus or the baby Omen?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think that we should shave the back of its head and look for the little 666. That thing looks terrible. I'm just saying. So, I think we got all that.
Question number 3.
Question number 3.
Part A.
Wow, we got to hurry up.
Let's go.
You are Santa Claus. That's right. You are the one and only Jolly Elf himself, Kris Kringle. You're making a list. You will check it twice, but first let's make the damn list, shall we? You need 2 names of people you actually know for this. Give me the name of one person to put on your nice list and one person to put on your naughty list.
Okay, I'm going to put Rob's mom on the nice list because she's the nicest person I've ever known. And I'm going to put my wife on the naughty list because... No, why you doing that?
No, you already said it now. Okay,
All right,
those are the people on your list.
Okay.
They're people on your list.
All right, quick story from the past summer.
No stories, just names.
Oh,
All right. My one friend named Kyle, he hooked me in the head, but first asked if I was okay afterwards. But my second friend, who was right next to us, proceeded to laugh on the ground while there was a hook stuck in my head. He is on the naughty list.
He's on the naughty list. All right, so what will you give the person on your nice list? A 3-foot bong filled with money for hookers and beer. B, a full-body vinyl suit with anal beads. C, a figurine of an angel holding a puppy and a 6-inch dildo. Or D, a nice cardigan sweater and a cock ring. Ow. This has to go to the person you put on your nice list. Dun, dun, dun! We're going over. Our affiliates, I'm sorry, we're going over.
I think I'm going C. I gotta go C. I don't know.
A figurine of an angel holding a puppy and a 6-inch dildo.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Mine would get A because he enjoys the beer.
Okay.
He would enjoy the beer, nothing else.
All right. All right, so what will you give the person on your naughty list? A coupon for waterboarding session at an undisclosed government facility. B, a lump of coal and a plunger. C, crazy glue disguised as a bottle of Igor's lube. Or D, a firecracker tampon and a book of matches and go.
I'm going with B.
B.
Yes, plunger.
B, a lump of coal and a plunger. All right.
D, I would personally light that on the person on the naughty list because that would be really funny.
On the firecracker tampon and a book of matches?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I would light the match.
That's hardcore.
That is very hardcore.
That's hardcore.
Well, everybody, I do want to thank you very much for tuning in. That has been Just a Few Questions.
Oh, and I could have made up my own answer, too. I forgot.
Resistance is futile. Probing is not allowed. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. That's 313-444-8919. Or hang out in the chat room at alienxradio.com. You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
Alrighty, folks, it is once again time for the punchlines. As always, the punchlines are being brought to you by Igor's Empire and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. You know all about Igor's original lube. You know, everything is smoother with Igor's Lube, so get some today and get some tomorrow. Well, what about all the flavors? Like, it comes in cherry, mint, and salmon as well. So you might want to try those out. Or how about the new flavor-changing lube? As it heats up, it goes from cherry to mint to salmon. That's right, it's Igor's Empire and his family of products. www.igorslube.com. All right, folks, today in the punchlines, we have an Elvis impersonator. Elvis impersonator. I don't know what a personator would be. I guess that's somebody who makes purses. Or acts like a purse. Dresses like a purse. Does an impersonation of a purse. I don't know. This is an Elvis impersonator who was celebrating a Christmas special by dressing up in a special Elvis Christmas Santa suit. He was on stage performing. He was all shook up. And when it was time to take a break, the 5 people in the audience gave him the clap, which I'm sure he already had. And he waddled his 427-pound ass up to the counter and asked the guy behind the counter if he could make him the king of rock and roll's signature sandwich. He wanted a fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. Wow. You know what? I have a weird drop on here that I have never used, and I just came across the point when I could have used it, and I'm not at all ready for it. How about that? Unbelievable. I will never get a chance to use that again. Anyway, folks. It says, can you make me the fried peanut butter and banana sandwich? I said, certainly. So he whips him up a fried peanut butter and banana sandwich and gives it to, like I said, the 427-pound Elvis impersonator who's dressed as Santa Claus. He begins to eat the sandwich as though it was the only meal he was ever going to receive. At some point, he drops the sandwich, and it was apparent that he was choking. So everybody tried to give him what was known as the Heimlich maneuver, but the man, as I said, was 227 pounds. So nobody could reach around the giant Santa Elvis impersonator to help dislodge whatever it was that he was choking on. So, unfortunately, and I think I said 227 pound again. That's not. It's 427 pounds. So, unfortunately, the gentleman choked and expired. He died. Later on, it was discovered that he did not choke on the fried peanut butter and banana sandwich because, I mean, come on, think about it. Peanut butter, bananas, that all seems kind of soft. Like you'd be able to swallow that down or carve it back up. You know what I'm saying? But no, it turns out that the gentleman had choked to death on a Band-Aid that had fallen off of the cook's finger during the process of making the sandwich. Merry Christmas. Uh-huh. And that has been the punchlines. Punch you in your face. Alrighty, folks. What are we going to do here? We're going to do some, I think some Christmas music. Yeah, let's do some Christmas music. From the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas, probably. Because I like live stuff, right? Yeah, so let's do that.
Humpity hump hump humpity hump hump, look at Frosty go.
Yeah, doing a snowman, man. It's cold.
Banging some gross hoe.
That changes the term cold beans to cold nuts.
Yes.
brandy in my hand. I've had a few too many, and it's getting hard to stand. I keep hearing noises from the fireplace. Oh, I must be going crazy. Oh, the brandy's won the race. And I keep hearing, oh, guess who's here? The fat and jolly friend girl's near. Oh, surprise, surprise, a bearded widow's just arrived. On my roof there's snorting sounds and bells inside my head. My vision's blurred with color, and all I see is red. All I see is red. There's a paralyzed word. What's coming down my throat? And the smell of burning rubber, it's filling up the room. And we keep hearing, oh, guess who's here? Fat and jolly friend draws near. Oh, surprise, surprise, a bearded widow's just arrived. Here he comes now. And we keep hearing, oh, guess who's here? Fat and jolly friend draws near. Oh, surprise, surprise, a bearded widow's just arrived.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
Man, it's cold. Welcome to the weekly sports update with the Prospect on Alien X Radio. Bowl season is underway with 8 games, so here's the recap of those games. Middle Tennessee kicked things off by defeating Toledo in the Bahamas Bowl 31-24. Coastal Carolina held off Northern Illinois 47-41 in the Tail Greeter Cure Bowl. In the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, BYU fell to UAB by a field goal 31-28. Louisiana took down Marshall 36-21 in the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Western Kentucky destroyed Appalachian State in the RoofClaim.com Boca Raton Bowl 59-38. Fresno State drops UTEP in the PUBG Mobile New Mexico Bowl 31-24 winner chicken dinner. Liberty routed Eastern Michigan in the first lopsided victory 56-20 in the Lending Tree Bowl, and Utah State edged Oregon State 24-13 in the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl presented by Stiefel. 6 games are slated for next week, and I will have those scores next week. In the I cannot believe it department, Urban Meyer is out as Jacksonville head coach. That was one of the moments where it wasn't if he was going to be fired, but when. Would it have been after his embarrassing night on the town where videos surfaced of him inappropriately dancing with a woman that wasn't his wife? Or after his coaching recruitment decisions, hiring a strength coach that was allegedly known for making racist remarks during their time at Iowa? Or maybe it was after he was reportedly berating his other assistant coaches? Or could it be the fact that he had a dismal 2-11 record at his first season with the team? The answer was all the above, as owner Shad Khan made the decision after their loss to Tennessee. The former Ohio State, Florida coach, who did a good job in those 2 schools, by the way, just couldn't keep up at the NFL level, and it was showed in his demeanor, as after that 20-0 blowout loss to the Titans, Meyer gave a half-hearted, uninterested handshake to Coach Mike Vrabel. Maybe he knew the writing was on the wall at the time, who knows. But what we do know is that the organization did the right thing and got rid of him, and gave their young players some much-needed direction as they used the final few games to regroup and refocus for next year. And no, Coach Dan Campbell is not in the corner at Ford Field shaking, worried about his future with his 1-11-1 record. I'm sure he will turn that around next season. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect saying until next time, Prospect out.
What a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right. Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
When you need the absolute fastest high-speed internet for your home or business but need to stay on your budget, then you need to give AlienCast a try. AlienCast high-speed fiber optic dial-up features ultra-fast dial-up speeds for way less than that fancy schmancy DSL or cable internet. Plus, AlienCast has all the great features you've come to expect from dial-up service, such as plugging your landline into your computer, installing an archaic phone modem card, and not having to mess with all that Wi-Fi nonsense, all for a fraction of the cost of internet that's way too fast for most people anyway. Call 188-GO-ALIEN to get AlienCast high-speed dial-up in your home today. AlienCast. Out of this world internet, down to earth prices.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio.
Resistance is futile. Got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Here we go! Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
Yeah, I can't remember anything. Said I was going to go get my Santa hat. Still haven't got my Santa hat, guys. Sorry. I'll throw it on here before the next time you have to look at my face. Sorry. I am in the Christmas spirit, though. I am. I actually listened to Christmas music in the car yesterday. We went out to eat. We went out to Texas Roadhouse and ate entirely too much food. Don't normally go out. So when you go out, you go out. You know what I'm saying? Do it upright. Because it's such a pain in the ass to go out anymore. It really is, man. You got to go through all the hoops and the you got to check what's the rules over here. What's the rules over here? Did you bring your mask just in case? How long is the wait? Can you wait inside? You got to wait outside. Will they call you? Did they give you one of those beeper things? Big pain in the butt, man. You used to be able to just walk up and say, hey, man, I'd like to eat some food. And they'd be like, okay, there's a table over here, and there's a person that's going to ask you what you want. And that all happened. But no, it's not like that anymore. Everybody's like packed in there like sardines. And it's crazy. Nobody cooks at home anymore. I mean, I cook over home. Well, I don't say I. We eat at home most of the time. Most of the time. But it seems like people have switched over to where they're eating out most of the time, which is really crazy. Maybe it's because you were, like, denied for so long while everything was shut down. I don't know. Anyway, folks, blah, 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 right? It's the Christmas episode of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. So let's get back to some of the good stuff. December 20th, 2020 was the Christmas episode of Just a Few Questions for that year. And so let's go ahead and throw that directly into your Vajir holes right now. This is when, you know, we're all having some kind of, you know, issues with 2020. Well, that was all over, including the North Pole. So this is called Layoffs at the North Pole. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
answer. Just a few questions.
All right, folks. I don't know if it's time, but we're going to do it here anyway. It's time to answer just a few questions. Because you might never know how long it's going to be. You know what I mean? That last time I was like, hey, this is a short one. It took 45 minutes. Another time I was like, hey, this is going to take all day. 15 minutes. You never know. So I figure we'll start right now. Are you ready, sir?
As ready as I'm going to be.
As ready as you're going to be. I'm not ready. Yes, I am ready. It's time for...
Question number 1.
Question number 1. Question number 1 for the 2020 Christmas edition of Just a Few Questions. This year has been hard on all of us. It seems as if everybody's job is being judged as to whether or not it is essential or required. A waitress is not necessary because you can get delivery. But wait, a delivery driver is not necessary because you can get curbside takeout. Restaurants aren't necessary at all because you can just get food at the grocery store and cook it yourself. Oh, but wait, the cashier is not necessary either because you could just use the self-checkout. Well, ask the waitress, the busboys, the restaurant owners, the cooks, the delivery drivers, the cashiers, and the bag boys if their job is essential to them and their livelihood. I'm thinking the answer is going to be a little bit different. I guess it's a matter of perspective. Well, no one has been completely safe from this attack on our society. Today, you have been given the unhappy task of cutting as many unnecessary jobs as you can from a very large organization. You can relocate a few employees. You can have some work from home if possible. But the facility must be run on a skeleton crew. So you're sitting at the airport as you're looking over your employee list and their functions and pondering your enormous task. You hear them call your flight. Flight number 88 from Detroit to the North Pole is now boarding at Gate 9. During your flight, you begin making the hard decisions. What will you do to these Santa's Workshop employees? Number 1, the 900 elves that are currently assembling dolls. What are you going to do with them? A, fire 450 of them and stop making 2 different gender dolls, as the line has been blurred anyway. B, fire them all and outsource the doll line to a sweatshop in China.
Cheap labor.
C, fire 500 and have the rest work overtime making smaller Mommy Smokes low birth weight baby dolls. And go. There's a second half of this, too.
You know what? On this one, I'm just going to go. I'm not even going to explain anything. I'm just going to roll with A.
You're going to roll with A. So you're going to fire 450 of them right out the bat.
Yep.
And stop making 2 different gender dolls. So they're also going to concentrate on making just one genderless doll.
It's a doll.
Gotcha. All right. So the second half of this is, what are you going to do with the 350 elves making and inflating footballs? A, cut them all and stop making footballs. No kid wants a football for Christmas. B, declare the air inside as hazardous COVID-19 infected and quarantine all the elves who came in contact with the line, shipping them off to hospitals until after Christmas. Or C, fire all of them and give this assignment to Colin Kaepernick. He is still looking for some kind of a job he might be good at involving football and blowing. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I'm not gonna choose A because I did want a football. When I was a kid
for Christmas.
For 1 year, yeah.
You should get that just cause.
No, I wanted a new one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, there's
even Ralphie was like, I don't think football is a very good Christmas present. But then again, he was a nerd.
That's true. He just wanted to shoot.
He wanted Little Orphan Annie the quarterback.
Yeah, he wanted to shoot squirrels and stuff.
Yeah. Well, he did want a gun, so he was kind of BA.
Yeah. But I'm thinking I'm going with 3. I'm going with C.
You're going with C. Fire all of them.
Yep.
Give this assignment to Colin Kaepernick, as he is still looking for some kind of a job he might be good at involving a football and blowing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm good with that.
Yep.
I like that.
He likes to be on his knees anyway, so if he's on his knees, he can be blown.
Wow.
Question number 2.
Question number 2. Wow, this music is jumping all over the place. Like it's loud and it's quiet, and it's loud and it's quiet. Question number 2 goes like this. When you arrive at Santa's workshop, you are greeted by the welcome wagon. This crew consists of Santa's head elf, Francis, a bellhop, Larry, your personal assistant during your stay, and a choir of 200 angelic singers filling the room with Christmas carols. A small train pulls up, and a tiny engineer shouts, "All aboard!" The bellhop loads your bags into the train as you and Francis take a seat. Given what you just experienced, what changes might you be making? A. Get rid of the bellhop. People can carry their own luggage. B. Get rid of the bellhop and replace the choir with 100.3 WNIC, Detroit's Christmas music station. C. Get rid of the bellhop, replace the choir with 100.3 WNIC, Detroit's Christmas music station, and decommission the train. By looking at some of these extra pandemic pounds these elves have packed on, they could use the exercise. Plus, if they lose weight, you can catch a break on their company health plans. Or D, get rid of the bellhop and the personal assistant, because that looks a little bit like privilege versus slavery, and that won't look good on the news. There's a wild card answer, and go.
Well, when you go down the list, I mean, if I'm going to go with question number or answer B, that's going to include A and B. C is going to include A, B.
Ooh, look at them looking logical together.
And then D is all that stuff. So I can only imagine what the wild card answer is going to be on this one. You know what? I'm going to be Mad Martin on this one, and I'm going to pull the wild card.
Well, if you're going to be Mad Martin, I'm going to go with the wild card answer. I went Aussie also.
Was it? I don't know. I can't tell the difference. Maybe that's my problem. I can't tell the difference.
Boy, I tell you what, they can.
I know. They get pissed, too.
Yeah. So the wild card answer that you have chosen is eliminate everyone you have seen so far and replace them with an electronic keypad on the door. After receiving a code in your email, you would be able to enter the building without assistance or contact with others, which is exactly the warm reception you would expect when arriving at the North Pole. That's cold. And the bonus question is...
That's cold.
That's cold. How much do you think the average elf would receive when on unemployment?
$5?
$5? And a pack of Lucky Strikes.
And a pack of Lucky Strikes.
No, the answer is too much. That's why you have to get them to quit instead. You just adjust the working environment until they go, I've had enough. I had enough. I'm out of here. They walk over and they kick you in the ankle and take off. Yeah. Bringing us to...
Question number 3.
Question number 3 goes as follows.
Music down again.
Yeah, every time I play that, see, it jolts that back down. So anyway.
Maybe trying to tell you something.
After looking at some of the employees at the shop, you quickly realize that many are in the wrong departments. You could thin out the crews by transferring these people to less staffed departments and increasing productivity at the same time. What might some of these smart changes be? The first one to choose from is this. First, you have Herbie the Elf. Herbie has the longest production time and is always caught reading books instead of building toys. Suggested actions might be A. Employee relocation from the toy production line to the dental office, as his foreman has told you he has said many times before that he wants to be a dentist. Or B. Make him a cameraman on the North Pole Snow Bunny's sex campsite.
Oh, B.
Oh, B. You got enough dentists, man.
Yeah.
All right. I want to be
Elves
a
don't have that
cameraman.
many teeth, do they?
Huh?
They don't have many teeth, do they?
Who, elves?
Yeah.
I think they do. I've never seen... Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Don't know.
We have to look up some Keebler the Elk.
Yeah, I have to see if we can actually see some...
I'm thinking because of all the sweetness
some
stuff.
chiclets in there.
Yeah.
See what's going on.
Yeah.
The second one is maintaining a 6-foot social distance is hard enough. without a giant hairy beast hogging up all the elbow room in the joint. So, until the abominable snowman is needed to place a star on top of the Christmas tree, as that seems to be the only job he can do, where will you have him wait? A, that cave that Luke Skywalker was taken to be eaten in Empire Strikes Back. Or B, he can host the Wendy Williams show, as most people will not be able to notice the difference.
Oh, definitely B.
Definitely B. Definitely B. And he would need less duct tape to put up his business.
Yeah.
Just saying. Wow. I got a lot of people mad at me right now. Hate mail's coming. Hate mail's coming. That's all right. Wow. That's all right. And finally, the fat man himself. Kris Kringle, the jolly man, Mr. Santa Claus. This guy has contact with every single employee in the building. He's overweight, so everywhere he walks, he's breathing heavily, sucking in and blowing out germs all over the place.
Right.
Not to mention he travels all over the world and into everyone's home. How will you stop this contamination? A, just have Amazon deliver all of the gifts along with an Amazon Echo show. Santa will go Facebook Live on Christmas Eve and kids will open their gift with Santa virtually.
Good idea.
Or B, lock up Santa and replace him with a robot. And robot was the secret word.
I almost said the secret word.
Robot. Gonna have Robot Santa or Amazon Santa virtual.
Dude, it's a good. I mean, like, one kind of benefits the kids, and the other one kind of benefits the parents. You know what? I'm going with the parents on this one. I want the robots.
Robot Santa.
Yep, Robot Santa.
Right, because the Robot Santa could still specifically drop coal on your kid.
Exactly.
And say you're bad. Yep. But if he goes virtual, he has to speak generally to everybody.
That's
you know what I'm saying? He can't say, little Sally, you know, I don't know what you did.
Yeah.
I know what you did last summer. You killed that hobo.
Should have done that.
Shouldn't have done that, man.
Should have done that.
We were watching. Little Sally, little hobo killer.
Exactly.
Telling you what.
So, yeah, that's yup.
The Robot Santa it is.
Santa it is.
Yep. And Skynet began.
Skynet began.
And that brings us to lightning strikes. Solid or flashing Christmas lights? That's a debate.
Let's see. Are you epileptic?
Some people are.
I'm gonna go solid.
I'm gonna go solid. And that's precisely why. Because some people can go into seizures and bite their tongue off, and that's not a very Merry Christmas for them.
No.
Have a happy. It's hard to think when you got no tongue. Bingo bell, bing. It sounds stupid. Just saying. Better. Okay, is this what's a better Christmas gift for 2020? Hand sanitizer or a 2021 calendar?
The 2021 calendar.
I don't think it's gonna get any better.
Dude, you got to be optimistic on this one.
Okay, I'll be. Give you countered the right answer with an even righter answer.
You know.
See. So better. I already did that one, didn't I? Oh, this is another one. Better.
I wonder if the 2021 calendar is going to have like a year ago we shut down. You know.
Oh yeah, it'll have like memorable.
Shut down. Yeah.
We're gonna have little holidays based.
Stimulus check number 1. Haven't seen anything.
Nothing.
Anyway, go on. Sorry.
Better Christmas gift for 2020: face mask or Zoom subscription?
I mean, what's the difference of having them on Zoom or not? I gotta agree with you on this one, so I'm gonna go with face masks. Really? I don't.
Face masks are everywhere. Even if you go to the grocery store, if you don't have one, they'll give you one. They're everywhere, but you got to pay if you want to use the Zoom to get like your whole family on the Zoom call.
Do you really?
Yeah. Well, if you want to get like a lot of stuff going, there's a subscription fee for certain things.
That.
So if somebody paid it for you, That's a bonus because you're already getting your masks for free if you want. Plus, I don't trust somebody else giving me a mask.
Gotcha.
I'll obtain my own. And better not say from China on it. Freaks me out. Just freaks me out. Just don't say it. It can be there. Just don't say it. Anyway, true or false? The money in your pocket is more likely to have traces of cocaine on it than COVID-19.
True.
And that's not specific to D, by the way. That's anybody.
Oh, see, I was going by me.
Anybody out there. The money in your pocket is more likely to have cocaine on it than COVID-19.
I'm totally kidding. I'll pee in a cup right now, I swear to Christ.
From here. No pressure. No, actually, there's a lot of pressure because of the arc.
Right.
Anyway.
Capping it.
Okay, here's a good one. If you found a guy with a bag full of stuff in your living room at 4 a.m. Christmas morning and it was not Santa, would you still offer him cookies and milk?
No.
That is correct. You would not offer him cookies and milk.
I'd offer him 2 seconds to live.
If you found a guy with a bag full of stuff in your living room at 4 a.m. Christmas morning and it was not Santa, would you offer him a warning shot or just start shooting?
What's inside the bag? Cocaine? No, I'm just kidding.
It's probably your DVD player.
No, we don't offer him a warning.
You heard of bad Santa? This is the dead Santa.
Last thing you be hearing is click, boom.
Click, click, boom.
No clicks, just one click.
Just one click. That you just went. That's 2.
Oh, whatever.
Anyway, moving right along. Are you ready for this
Revolvers,
one? This one, I don't know where these 2 questions. I don't know where I went here. I just left the building for a second. These questions. Are you ready? No. According to the Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
3. I had to replay it. 3. Because that's when he bit into it.
And he says
3.
Correct. You are correct. According to the announcer, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
The world will just never know.
The commercial is an old issue, so good job out of you. That commercial's old AF. Okay, just saying. That commercial was very old.
Yeah, I can't even talk. Animation was brilliant. Brilliant.
When in North America, how many reindeer does Santa have pulling his sleigh?
In America?
When in North America, how many reindeer would Santa have pulling his sleigh?
9, including Rudolph.
Wrong. The answer is 0 because in North America, they're called caribou. Trick question! Sucker! Fished in. And finally,
I don't want to play no more.
Best gift for Christmas 2020. The 20-minute dance mix version of Mariah Carey's mega hit All I Want for Christmas Is You, or a spacesuit made of money.
A spacesuit made of money.
Yeah, baby. And that has been just a few questions.
it's just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe, and I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Hi, everybody. Are you tired of feeling sluggish all the time? Frequent bathroom breaks cutting into your workday? Can't sleep at night? Try Colovax. Colovax is a new technology that takes the power of a shop vac and uses it to thoroughly clean out your insides.
With its patented technology, Colovax cuts your bathroom visits down to once a month.
My name is Russ Russellford, and I use a Colovax once every 2 weeks to keep me limber. Now I can play catch with my son all day and never get tired or have to poop. Colovax really sucks ass. In a good way.
Colovax has not been clinically tested, so when considering Colovax, the following side effects may include goosebumps, whooping cough, crying spell, intense spouts of rage, severe depression, arousal, heart explosion, ejaculation, silent fart, anal fissures, and loss of hair and teeth.
If you use Colovax, please contact a physician if you experience any goosebumps, whooping cough, crying spells, intense spouts, severe depression, arousal, heart explosion, ejaculation, silent farts, anal fissures, loss of hair and teeth.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Report. We're in standard orbit, Captain. Good work, Mr. Tukok. What the hell are we doing in the 21st century? There's something we need to do. If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. Don't mess around with the space-time continuum. Captain, I've located the signal. Put it on speaker.
You're tuned in to the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Well, that'll wake you up in the morning.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your Vajir holes, it's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. You are live and inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Hour number 2. That's right, folks. For those of you just tuning in, you are tardy. We get things underway at 9 a.m. Eastern around here. I got you for 3 hours all the way up to lunch over here in the Eastern time zone or wherever it is that you are. You're having dinner or whatever. Just remember, now is now. Okay, so that means when I'm having lunch, it's now. When you're having dinner, it's still now. Your clocks are just different. This technology, it's not reality. Now is now, folks. It's now is now. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. I didn't say it then. I said it during a previous now. Let you marinate on that for a moment. All right, folks. It is the Christmas edition of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. We already got a classic episode of Just a Few Questions in there. Still on the way, one of my favorite ones on the way is Santa's 1,000-Year-Old War. That one's awesome. It's on the way. Stick around for that. If you like all the classic Christmas specials, like Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and all those things, you'll really love that. Just a Few Questions. It's all intertwined. Anyway, yeah, his 1,000-Year-Old War, what does that got to do with freaking Rudolph? You'll see. You will see. Anyway, folks, I wanted to play this because, like I said, I've been playing Christmas music, and this song is one of my new hero songs. Okay? It's so well written. It really speaks to me and who I am around the holiday time. And it just so happens to be that it was written, produced, and recorded by a good friend of mine and someone that you all know as well, Mr. John LeBang. Mr. John LeBang, as you know, is the host of the John LeBang Show. He does the Banger Music Hour, of course, the Banger Music Awards, which is getting huge every year. I mean, huge. He gets mega stars on there giving away awards and stuff. It's really great. He was over here, did a big marathon. Anyway, the point is he's also a musician. He's got lots of albums out there. I play his music all the time. Hell Dog's one of my favorite tunes. I play that all the time. But if you listen to his show, he's got a nice wide range of characters. Shady being one of my favorite characters, and of course his main character, one of his best characters. I just got a text message from Sir Martin of Mad. It says now is now. He just sent that to me. When? Now. Now is past, so means that he sent it in a previous now. And I'm talking about it when? That's right. Now. Anyway, folks. John LeBang, he put together this awesome Christmas song with Shady and his, I can't remember the name of his band. Super Sexy Fly Band? Is that what it is? The Super Sexy Fly Band? Or just the Super Sexy Band? I can't remember. I should know, right? Anyway. This is a great song. It's called Santa Claus, Baby Daddy. And you're listening to it here on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Groovy beat. That is groovy. Hey, Shady, tell us a story. All right, let me think here. Oh, I know a story of when I was a little kid. Ooh. When I was a boy growing up in the hood. I didn't know my daddy, so I never understood why there was always presents under the tree. Sign, I love you, Daddy. You've been a good boy, Shady. See, my mama always told me my daddy was gone working somewhere up north where it was cold, and she just left it at that. But one Christmas Eve, I awoke from my sleep to the sounds of my mother's panting weeps. I jumped out of my bed and ran to a room, and there was a big fat figure without his fruit of the loom. Oh my God, it was Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Well, I just can't tell you what a shock it was for a boy 7 years old. Here I'm worried about my mother, and when I bust into a room, there's Santa behind her without any clothes. Butt crack showing, gut hanging out, your log all petrified. And there's my mother on all fours with nothing on but antlers, looking all jolly. So apparently whatever Santa was giving her for Christmas, she was really happy about it. So happy that she sent me back to my room. And I went there, jumped under my covers and stayed there till morning. When I got up, though, I looked under the tree, and there was a present for me, with a card signed by my daddy saying, Shady, sorry for waking you up on Christmas Eve. I had to think about that for a moment, contemplate. You know, at 7 years old, it takes you a minute to put all this together. I'm thinking my daddy, Santa Claus. I'm thinking my daddy's Santa Claus. I'm thinking my daddy, Santa Claus.
The ground, it looks so beautiful outside your window, and the air If I got it good, then I think I should do whatever I can to help the homeless. And as we eat that meal, think of how it feels to have to go hungry this year for Christmas. Oh, Santa, won't you make America great again this year for Christmas? Oh, Santa, for humanity's sake, make America great again this year for Christmas. And we just can't say how long we'll stay in this life that we're living, so you better remember, as we all stand tall, some of us will fall, and it's the job of the strong to help the fallen. Oh, Santa, won't you make America great again this year for Christmas? Oh, Santa, for humanity's sake, make America great again this year for Christmas. And then maybe someday all of us will say that we did what we could to make things better. And the day will come when no one's alone, and we sit for the feast, sharing the same table. Oh, Santa, won't you make America great again this year for Christmas? Oh, Santa, for humanity's sake, make America great again this year for Christmas. Oh, Santa, make America great for Christmas. Oh, Santa, make America great again this year for Christmas.
313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. You have been beamed aboard. You are live and inside the mothership on the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Broadcasting to you live from the other side of Planet Chaos directly into your Vajir holes on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, Jay Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, Western Reserve Digital Radio Network, and in syndication and replay around the world on 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, the IRN Internet Radio Network, WRPR Rat Pack Radio, and more. Wherever it is that you're tuned, wherever it is that you're listening, give me a call, 1-313-444-8919, or Skype me at AlienStone1. That's AlienStone and the number 1. Don't spell it out because you would be wrong. Anyway, folks, we are fastly approaching the second half of the broadcast. That's right, I got you for 3 hours, 9 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern, each and every Monday. Well, I'm going to take you on a little journey back in time to the 36 hours of Alien Xmas. We got the Creeping Chaos in studio. I believe I played one earlier today. That song escapes me, the name of it. I just call it the Christmas song, but it's not the Christmas song. It's the Christmas brandy song? I don't know. Not by the artist Brandy. Like drinking a lot of brandy. And then calling Santa Claus a fat, weird guy in a red suit. I don't know. But the Creeping Chaos does some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Anyway, they were in here, and this particular time, what is the name? Oh, they did Step Into Christmas. That's the one's coming up now. But also in 2019, this was the scene when a group of us just get to talking and we just start rambling. And then, of course, straight into the Creepy Cast after that. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Thank you for listening all over the world, from Norway to Detroit, all the way to Texas. It's the Attack.
A couple of years ago when Channel 7 mentioned us, man. Remember that? I was like, boom, on a Saturday night, all of a sudden the ratings went, Woo! Dave Llewellyn's like, hey, go over to alienxradio.com. There's this thing going on where they're raising money for Forgotten Harvest.
Had it up on the screen, a little thing next
had
to
the little blurb on the screen there. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I wish every network would do this. You know, we'd be like rolling in the dough.
And as soon as he's done with that, he's like, and now back to Chippy, the water skiing squirrel.
You know,
thanks, Lou. Here I am out at the lake, and here's Chippy. Look at him with his little life preserver on.
That's pretty much it.
He's ready to go. Doesn't he look happy? He's scared shitless. His hands are glued to the thing. It's like, I'm the 5th Chippy, just to let you know. All the other ones are floating out in the freaking lake somewhere. I didn't learn. I'm glued.
Yeah.
Come to my Christmas song. I like to thank you for the year. Stand you this Christmas card. They say it's nice to have you there. I like to sing about all the things your eyes and mine can't see. So I can tell step into Christmas with me, yeah. Step into stars, let's go together. We can watch the sun fall forever and ever. You gotta be that, come on with me. Step into Christmas, the admission's free. Take care of how you do next year. Christmas while in all, there's no place I'd rather be. Singing your guitar table, stepping into Christmas with me. Yeah. Step into Christmas, let's go together. We can watch the snow fall forever and ever. You can hear that, come on with me. Step into Christmas, the admission.
must be Italian. directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
And it's cold. Welcome to the weekly sports update with the Prospect on Alien X Radio. Bowl season is underway with 8 games, so here's the recap of those games. Middle Tennessee kicked things off by defeating Toledo in the Bahamas Bowl 31-24. Coastal Carolina held off Northern Illinois 47-41 in the Tail Greeter Cure Bowl. In the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, BYU fell to UAB by a field goal 31-28. Louisiana took down Marshall 36-21 in the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Western Kentucky destroyed Appalachian State in the RoofClaim.com Boca Raton Bowl 59-38. Fresno State drops UTEP in the PUBG Mobile New Mexico Bowl 31-24 winner chicken dinner. Liberty routed Eastern Michigan in the first lopsided victory 56-20 in the Lending Tree Bowl, and Utah State edged Oregon State 24-13 in the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl presented by Stiefel. 6 games are slated for next week, and I will have those scores next week. In the I cannot believe it department, Urban Meyer is out as Jacksonville head coach. That was one of the moments where it wasn't if he was going to be fired, but when. Would it have been after his embarrassing night on the town where videos surfaced of him inappropriately dancing with a woman that wasn't his wife? Or after his coaching recruitment decisions, hiring a strength coach that was allegedly known for making racist remarks during their time at Iowa? Or maybe it was after he was reportedly berating his other assistant coaches? Or could it be the fact that he had a dismal 2-11 record at his first season with the team? The answer was all the above, as owner Shad Khan made the decision after their loss to Tennessee. The former Ohio State, Florida coach, who did a good job in those 2 schools, by the way, just couldn't keep up at the NFL level, and it was showed in his demeanor, as after that 20-0 blowout loss to the Titans, Meyer gave a half-hearted, uninterested handshake to Coach Mike Vrabel. Maybe he knew the writing was on the wall at the time, who knows? But what we do know is that the organization did the right thing and got rid of him, and gave their young players some much-needed direction as they used the final few games to regroup and refocus for next year. And no, Coach Dan Campbell not in the corner at Ford Field shaking, worried about his future with his 1-11-1 record. I'm sure he will turn that around next season. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect saying until next time, Prospect out.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vajir holes. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Once again, we are live broadcasting from inside the mothership on Alien X Radio in Detroit, Michigan. And, man, we are being broadcast all over the freaking world, man. Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, Western Reserve Digital Radio, 920 WON, the Apple. Oh, my God, it goes on and on. Where are we broadcasting? Detroit, Florida, the UK, Indiana, Connecticut, Texas, Ohio, New York City, Chicago, Seattle, and Florida, and Canada, and Colorado, and Pennsylvania, Amsterdam. Wow, man. I could just imagine now there's a whole bunch of people just completely stoned in one of their quote-unquote cafes listening to the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone. And as I told you, it's the Christmas edition of the show today, so I'm bringing you classic episodes of Just a Few Questions that are all Christmas related. That's right, we've been around long enough doing this segment that I've got 4 of these Christmas episodes. This is my favorite one of the Christmas episodes, man. This thing is awesome. It's called Santa's 1,000-Year-Old War. If you're a fan of the old Christmas specials, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, all of those, then you will definitely be a fan of this. So without further delay, I'm going to go ahead and get to this. It's from 2019. Santa's 1,000-Year-Old War. It's just a few questions on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
To answer just a few questions.
All right, everybody, it is time now for the holiday edition of Just a Few Questions.
That's a weird transition right there.
Merry New Year, everybody.
Merry New Year.
All right, so are you ready to answer just a few questions, the holiday edition?
Bring it on.
Are you ready to get all Christmassy with this, bitch?
Let's do this.
All right. All right, here we go.
Flip it up and just jump right in.
Wait a minute, I can't just jump into it like that. I got to do this.
Question number 1.
Question number 1. Well, it's that time of year again. The streets are all lit with holiday decorations. The stores are bustling with shoppers and the sounds of the season. Carolers are singing and the snow is falling. It's Christmas time again, and the North Pole is preparing for another great year. As the elves make their toys and the reindeer are preparing to fly, Santa and his elite team assemble in his ready room. It's Christmas time again, so once more, the jolly elfin army must prepare for another attack. That's right. A little known fact about Santa and the North Pole is that he is really from another planet, and his workshop is really a crashed alien spacecraft designed to look like a magical toy factory. Each year, the forces of Graklar descend from a hidden moon base to continue their 1,000-year-old war. As keeper of the Eye of Knowing, Santa has been charged with its safekeeping to assure that it would never fall into the evil hands of General Grinch of the Graklanarian Ministry. This year, you have been recruited by the Elfin Army to fight alongside Santa to defend the Eye of Knowing. First, before we give you the job, we have a few Indeed screener questions, to help narrow down the applicants.
Good.
1. What do you think is the Eye of Knowing? A, an infinity stone? B, a brain control ray gun? C, Santa's name for his fleshlight? Or D, Santa's magical snowball?
I'm going to go with Santa's magical snowball.
I got ways of knowing. My personal friend, the warlock, taught me this. Yes, sir. I can see them when they're sleeping, and I know when they're awake.
My goodness. You know if they're bad or good?
So you tell them to be good. For goodness sake.
Oh,
that's right. Very good. Very good. For what?
For being so kind.
Very, very good. Santa's.
Yay!
So, elves that don't want to fight or want to make toys are A, put on the naughty list, B, taken out to a snowdrift and beaten to death with an ice pick by Yukon Cornelius, C, anally rammed on top of a Christmas tree by a bumble, or D, wants to be a dentist.
D, wants to be a dentist.
Hermie doesn't like to make toys. Do you mind telling me what you do want to do?
Well, sir, someday I'd like to be a dentist.
Very good. Very good. Very good. So
I'm actually surprising myself a little bit here.
Yeah, you're doing very well, especially since you said you hadn't seen that one.
I haven't seen him.
So
I don't remember.
Well, that one's Rudolph.
Yes.
So number 3. If faced with the first wave of the attack and the Glagarian Ministry's battle cruiser, the Winter Warlock,
should enter the Earth's atmosphere, how should you respond? A, call in the reindeer. B, sit down, bend forward, placing your head between your knees and kiss your ass goodbye. C, like a Turkish prisoner, hide the eye of knowing in your eye of thunder along with your ass razor. Or D, fire a choo-choo train at the heart of the Winter Warlock and just put one foot in front of the other.
What was A again?
Call in the reindeer.
I'm calling in the reindeer.
Call in the reindeer, he says. See, you definitely did not see Santa Claus is coming to town.
So it must be D.
Yes, it must be D. For you to be right, it must be D. Which, by the way, I forgot to play this. I want to play this too. We'll go back to that. Anyway, you fire the choo-choo train at the Winter Warlock, and then you put one in front of the other.
Choo-choo. I've always wanted one. Put one foot in front of the other.
You don't know any of this?
No.
Wow. Okay.
No.
All right. Well, that's been question number one.
All right, question number one done.
Moving on.
Question number 2.
Question number 2. Question number 2 is, okay. Huh?
Question dos.
Question number dos. Okay. It's time to learn a few things about the enemy. You need to know some stuff so you can properly deploy your forces. 1. Their battle cruisers are very sensitive to drastic temperature changes.
Okay.
2. Their fighter pilots have all been turned into evil mind slaves and taken from the island of misfit toys.
Okay.
3. General Grinch is very sensitive to the noise. And 4. The General's evil commander on his fleet is said to have been brought to life by an old silk hat. So, in these questions, which of these two things should you deploy or do against your enemy? 1, what 2 captains should you have lead your elfin armada against the Gregorian battle cruisers? Donner and Blitzen or Heat Miser and Cold Miser?
Donner and Blitzen.
Wrong! The Armada is susceptible to heat changes.
Oh, heat changes.
Good night, chill your embers for you. Oh, yeah?
All right, enough of this. I hate to do this to you boys, but you leave me no choice. I'm going over your heads.
You're kidding. You wouldn't dare.
I would, and I will.
Mrs. Claus!
He's going to go tell Mother Nature. Mm-hmm. Over their head. But yes, that's who you should show, see?
Okay.
You haven't seen any of these.
I'm sorry I'm messing up just a few questions.
Okay, so should you try to convince the fighter pilots to join the jolly side and that Santa can find a place for them in the hearts and homes of good boys and girls all around the world? Or should you blast them out of the sky with an old Scud missile that you picked up at an Iraqi refugee's garage sale?
The first one.
It's like the first one.
I mean, I don't want to shoot him out of a missile.
You don't know the island of the misfit toys either, do you?
No.
Wowzers.
Humbug.
Your third choice is, what type of weapons should you deploy in addition to ships, lasers, and old Iraqi Scud missiles? A, candy cane shanks and grenades. B, slingshots and diseased rat feces. Or C, jing-tinglers, flu-flubers, and tung-tumblers.
I'm going with C.
You're going with C. That's a very good answer. Because they make the noise.
It just seemed like it was more appropriate.
very, very much appropriate. And your fourth tactical decision must be made now. Fire everything you have and attack with all your forces at once. Then order one of your crew to shout out, "I'm giving her all she's got, Captain." Or have Admiral Mother Nature direct Captain Cold Miser to concentrate a snowstorm in front of the command ship while using Captain Rudolph and the Elfin Airborne as a direct frontal assault, and simultaneously have Captain Heat Miser direct a concentrated beam of summer heat directly onto the vessel's bridge to take out the Commander Frosty. Don't forget to send in the Elfin... Wow, man. Don't forget to send in the Elfin Infiltrators because they need to retrieve his remains because legend has it he's made of Christmas snow and he'll be back again someday.
I'm going with that one. Please don't ask me to repeat it.
You have to be exactly right and repeat it exactly right. Word for word.
Even if it was written down in front of me, I don't think I could do it. But yes, we're going to go with that one.
Wrong. The answer is Rhode Island.
Oh. Delaware?
Sorry.
No, Rhode Island.
Anyway.
Question number 3.
Question number 3 is... You have turned all of the pilots to the jolly side.
Yeah!
All except for one.
Uh-oh. That guy. There's always that guy.
So during his interrogation, all he would give us was his fleet number and his code name. He'd say 5225 Charlie. Charlie in the box. So you don't know who Charlie in the box is.
No, hold on a second. That's coming back to me a little bit. Go on. Continue.
I don't have a Charlie in the box thing.
I hate toys.
That wasn't it.
I like this techno Christmas music we got kicking in the background.
So after hours of unsuccessful waterboarding and unsedated elfin tooth extraction, he was executed. So Charlie in the box didn't make it.
Aww.
Sorry, he wouldn't turn to the.
So sorry,
he
Charlie.
wouldn't turn to the jolly side. So man, I'm losing my whole groove here. Just as your forces begin to win the day, General Grinch deploys his secret weapon. His command ship begins to change shape. It forms a giant maid with a vacuum.
Yeah!
Everyone on Earth all look at each other and says, "Really?" It begins to suck all of the good things about Christmas out of the holiday. It takes the good cheer and replaces it with shopping greed. It takes away the kids' presents and replaces them with Tide Pods and protest signs. This thing is sucking hard, like a Vietnamese hooker for $10 and a pack of Lucky Strikes. I mean, it's really sucking hard, like Johnny Depp at his favorite glory hole with Tim Burton on the other side of the wall. Everything is being sucked up. Even Santa himself has been sucked off. Even sucked off Earth. Even now, he claims that he has never had relations with that elf.
That blue dress elf.
But I digress.
Oh.
You're right at your moment of defeat. General Grinch himself beams right before you and prepares to reach into your ass and pull out the eye of knowing. You must think, what can you do to save Christmas and planet Earth? A? Don't worry about it. We'll never get past the ass razor. B, hand it over and say, screw it. Vixen has always been trying to get with me, and I might as well get a little bit on the way out. Hashtag reindeer humper, give the owl a break. Or C, sometimes it takes an asshole thief to beat an asshole thief, so you quickly call in a specialist. And who could that specialist be?
It's a difficult responsibility that you accept from the number one lawmaker, me.
The Burgermeister Meisterburger comes in and makes a bunch of laws making all of their toys, all of your alien counterparts' toys illegal, so they can't use them anymore to fight you. Or D, have all the Who's left in Whoville sing happy Christmas songs until General Grinch's heart grows and it turns to the jolly side of Christmas.
I like D, but I think...
Very good answer.
strikes, don't we?
So long as we have hands to clasp.
I don't know why it's still going. I edited that thing way down, and it's still freaking going. So anyway, it's time for Christmas lightning strikes. Garland or tinsel?
I'm a fan of tinsel.
Tinsel gets everywhere, and it's all over the place, and it makes a big mess.
But when you put it on a real tree, you're just throwing it out anyway.
Well, that brings us to the next question. Real tree or fake tree?
Real tree. Tinsel.
Again, makes a big mess. Just a big-ass mess. Number 3. Lights on the house or projected onto the house?
Lights on the house.
I'm a lazy bitch when it comes to Christmas.
Man.
Number 4. Skinny school teacher, Mrs. Claus, or plump Mrs. Claus?
Oh, skinny school teacher, Mrs. Claus.
They both have their pluses. You know, one's got, a little bit to teach you. I'm just saying. Finish this line. You're a bad banana with a...
You're a bad banana with a piece of duct tape on you?
Oh, no. Here, let me do it this way. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a mean one, a Mr. Grinch. You don't know the song even? You see Mr. Grinch.
Well, yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Everybody's seen that one. That's a great one. So, true or false? The Burgermeister loves yo-yos.
False.
For real? He loves yo-yos. He hates toys, but he loves yo-yos.
What? Yo-yos? Whatever. Okay, go on.
Just saying.
I'm just saying that's going to be debatable.
You got to see the movie to see.
I guess I'm going to have to.
Yeah. True or false? A penguin has traveled with Kris Kringle.
Ooh. True?
That is very true. Sounds like that. I don't know why they made him sound like a goose, but what is Yukon Cornelius looking for when he licks his pick?
The name's Yukon Cornelius, the greatest prospector in the North. This is my land, and you know, it's rich with gold. Gold! Gold and silver. Silver and gold. Wahoo! No.
Dude,
that's exactly what he did.
That was creepy, bro.
But yeah, he was looking for silver and gold.
Okay.
Okay, so
I got it.
Do you think this?
Do you think I'm sexy?
This is horrible. I don't know why I even wrote this, dude.
Then don't go do it.
No, I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Don't you think that Obamacare should have come up with something better than a manger for the birth of our Savior? Yes or no? Answer the question.
I'm going to go with yes.
Yes. I'm with you on that. Oh. And then finally, real quick, wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas.
Everybody out there, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. That has been Just a Few Questions.
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please. No.
In the far distant future, in a galaxy where those in the know don't go, real estate is cheap, and they've got great sushi. But there's no water.
You got any water?
It is a time when desperate men will swing from the chandeliers.
Pirates, sound the alarm!
Just to get a drink.
Just take a look at that.
Good men like Jason, space pirate, and explorer of the cosmos. His chief engineer and fellow rogue Roscoe. And the beautiful Princess Karina. One tiny band who must bust their buns, battling the masters of all the water in the galaxy. The evil evil Mithradoids, famous for not being nice.
Killing you would be too easy.
See depravity in zero gravity. Bye-bye. See glamour girls from another galaxy. See kung fu robots. And delight in the mysteries of the seventh world. The one place in the universe to get a decent glass of water. The Ice Pirates. A totally spaced adventure.
A crummy commercial? Son of a bitch.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend? Igor's Lube. I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out? Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube. I got dry, flaky elbows. Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
You just robbed a house. You have all this great stuff that now belongs to you, but you got this annoying pang of guilt nagging at you. You just can't get over the thought of the lives you shattered in your quest for illicit goods. Well, worry no more, because your friends at Cell Block Greeting Cards have the answer for you. Introducing our new line of petty crime thank you cards. Before you smash and grab one of our cards and leave it behind on your next heist. Choose from any of these fine heartfelt cards like,
"Sorry I crapped on your couch, but thank you for the plasma TV."
Or,
"Thanks for the PlayStation, alcohol, and penny jar."
And,
"Don't use your toothbrush."
For a limited time, introducing,
"I'm still in the house."
And many more sentimental petty crime thank you cards. Available at any back alley, shadowy parking lot, or Walmart.
With Christmas bearing down on us, like a crazed mall Santa who thinks you stole his candy cane-shaped crack pipe, the good yet somewhat unbalanced people at Art's Artificial Limbs are hoping their products make it onto your Christmas shopping list. Now you're asking,
Art's Artificial Limbs? Who and what the hell, dude?
Well, Art makes dollar store quality artificial limbs for people who don't necessarily need them. People who feel the need to have their body melded with metal and plastics. Sure, other people would say,
"Hey, you don't need an artificial limb. You're a sick and disturbed individual."
and they may be right, but that's not going to stop the good yet morally bankrupt people at Art's Artificial Limbs from making a buck off your mental disorder. Plus, don't miss out on Art's special holiday sale. Order 2 artificial arms and get the 3rd free just in time for Christmas morning.
The fuck? Are those body parts under my Christmas tree?
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Come in. Here's your morning briefing, sir. You forgot my toilet tweet. Don't you remember? You're not allowed to tweet anymore, sir. I forgot. It's okay, sir. That's why I'm here. I hate Mondays. Not much to do when you're in the office of the former president. Well, you could always listen to the radio, sir. That's different. What's on? Oh, I don't know. Would you like me to turn it on? Why not? Got nothing better to do.
It's the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Oh, Ditzy. Call these guys up. See if they want to interview me. It'll be huge.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
I know I'm a liar. Still don't have my Santa hat on. I'm a liar. What can I tell you, man? I keep forgetting. You know, it's like it's not right here, so it's not right here. You know, I'll probably put it on and be like, okay, there's my Santa hat. Thanks for tuning in to the attack. Merry Christmas and have a good one. Bye. Probably. But I got 1 hour to do that, right? I got you for one more hour. That's right, I got you until 12 noon. For those of you just tuning in, you are really tardy. I hope you have a hall pass. You know what I'm saying? We start things at 9 a.m. Eastern around here. Got you for 3 hours each and every Monday for the Monday morning attack. What is it? The Monday morning... I can't even remember the name of my show anymore. Wow. The attack of the Monday morning Madcast from outer space. I had to look at a sign. That's kind of wordy. I know, it's wordy. But it's Monday, man. You should be good at this by now, right? It's only Monday, dude. I got you, like, doing tongue twisters. Before you listen to the show, just, try a couple of these. Betty Botter bought some butter. Do those kind of things. And the Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. That one. You know these. How much wood could woodchuck chuck? Come on. And then the one I can never do is the 7 silver swan swam swiftly. Whatever. It's a tongue twister. We don't need to get... It's too early, right? It's Monday. That's right. You're not supposed to really think. I'm sorry. I got you thinking. You're not supposed to do that. You're still sitting in your cubicle. The first half of your day on Monday is wasted listening to my show. And, I don't know, playing Angry Birds. Do people still play Angry Birds? I don't know. I think I played enough of it the first 2 days I had it. And I had to replace the battery in my phone. Back when you could replace batteries in your phone? Remember that? Now they got it set up so that no matter what goes wrong with your phone, you need a new phone. Well, we can fix it, but it'll cost as much as a new phone. As soon as you make that last payment on that phone, that's when it starts working wrong. You know what I'm saying? Make that last payment, all of a sudden it starts, I don't know what's wrong with your phone, sir. I tried everything, we cashed it out, Yeah, you cashed it out all right. Yeah, you want some more cash. You want the new phone. Because they come out with 2 or 3 phones in the 2 years it takes you to pay off your phone. I know you're saying, Alice, why don't you just buy your phone? Phones are like $1,000 now. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to just buy a phone. Here's $1,000. Give me that phone and then drop it. Yeah, I know. I'll get the insurance. Okay. Yeah, the insurance will pay for it, but you still got to pay the deductible. Then you got to wait for them to fix it. And then you got a fixed phone that you paid $1,000 for. They got to start making the stuff out of shatterproof glass. Or can't chip, can't break. Don't tell me you can't do that. Don't tell me you can't do that. You don't want to do that. There's a whole industry around fixing and replacing my phone. Why am I talking about the phone? It's the Christmas special, right? We're supposed to be playing Christmas stuff. I don't have any Christmas stuff right now. I'm going to play this. I played this last hour, I'm just saying. This is like one of my favorite new things. It's the superhero song to me for Christmas. It's going to be a new tradition for me. I need to talk with John LeBang about like some bumper stickers that just say nothing on but antlers. Nothing on but antlers. And then maybe a couple of them that finish it off with nothing on but antlers, looking all jolly. Okay, because that is, I want a t-shirt. I seriously do. I want nothing on but antlers. But that wouldn't work because you have a t-shirt on, right? So we'd have to get the little antler things that say nothing on but antlers. Which, by the way, it brings me to this. If you're already naked, what can you do to make yourself feel even more naked? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Probably never, right? Never. But now that I've asked it, you're going, what are you talking about? How can you be more naked if you're already naked? Put on a pair of shoes. Think about that for a second. Just think about it. Think about standing there naked. Then you're still standing there naked, but now you're wearing a pair of tennis shoes laced up and bowed. Makes you feel even more naked. That's weird. It doesn't really matter. Here's Santa Claus, Baby Daddy. Played it last hour. It's by Shady's Super Sexy Band. And John LeBang on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Groovy beat. That is groovy.
Hey, Shady, tell us a story.
All right, let me think here. Oh, I know a story of when I was a little kid. When I was a boy growing up in the hood. I didn't know my daddy, so I never understood why there was always presents under the tree. Sign, I love you, Daddy. You've been a good boy, Shady. See, my mama always told me my daddy was gone working somewhere up north where it was cold, and she just left it at that. One Christmas Eve, I awoke from my sleep to the sounds of my mother's panting weeps. I jumped out of my bed and ran to a room, and there was a big fat figure without his fruit of the loom. Oh my God, it was Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Well, I just can't tell you what a shock it was for a boy 7 years old. Here I'm worried about my mother, and when I bust into a room, there's Santa behind her without any clothes. Butt crack showing, gut hanging out, your log all petrified. And there's my mother on all fours with nothing on but antlers, looking all jolly. So apparently whatever Santa was giving her for Christmas, she was really happy about it. So happy that she sent me back to my room. And I went there, jumped under my covers, and stayed there till morning. When I got up, though, I looked under the tree, and there was a present for me, with a card signed by my daddy saying, Shady, sorry for waking you up on Christmas Eve. I had to think about that for a moment, contemplate. You know, at 7 years old, it takes you a minute to put all this together. I'm thinking my daddy, Santa Claus. I'm thinking my daddy's Santa Claus. I'm thinking my daddy, Santa Claus.
What's up? This is Chris from Concrete Angels. You're listening to Alien X Radio.
I walked across broken glasses. I seen you looking down at me. I stumbling and falling over. I finally been set free. This song
One goes out to Taylor Swift.
Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day turn it away. This year save me from tears, I give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year save me from tears, I give it to someone special.
Put some effects on there too.
Once bitten, twice shy. I keep my distance, you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, this pity it doesn't surprise me. Wrapped it up and sent it with no saying, no saying I love you. I meant it, now I know what a fool I've been. If you kiss me now, I know you fool me again. Last Christmas I gave you my card, but the very next day you gave it away. This year save me from tears, I give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, the very next day you gave it away. This year save me from tears, I give it to someone special.
Vince has a bigger head than I do.
Is that what the problem is?
One second.
A crowded room, friends with tired eyes. I'm hiding from you. Is your soul of ours? My God, thought you someone to lie on me. I guess I was a shoulder to cry on. Face on love with the fire in his heart. Man doesn't cover, but you tore me apart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Love ain't never fool me again. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year save me from tears, I give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year to save me from tears, give it to someone special.
Fragile. It must be Italian.
Oh,
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8990.
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Come on. Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
well, go on, smart ass, do it. I'm going.
Alrighty, folks, I am Alien Stone. Thank you for tuning in to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Wherever it is that you're tuned in, wherever it is that you're listening, all over this big blue ball that we call Earth that's floating around inside the Milky Way galaxy. We are listening, people listening in Norway, New Jersey. They're listening in more people in New Jersey and in Florida, in Coventry, United Kingdom. There's people in Whitney, Texas. There's people in Port Richey, Florida. There are people literally all over the world that are tuned to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, which means nobody's getting anything done. It's Monday morning, folks. Anyway, might as well just write off the whole morning, right? Just write it off. I'll keep you here till 12. Then you can eat your sandwich, recuperate, try to recover from all the damage I've done. And then you can maybe get something done, and then you'll have to play catch-up by the end of the week. Otherwise, you'll have to come in on Saturday. You don't want to do that. Okay? You don't want to do that. Half the people I'm talking to right now are going, what are you talking about? I work every freaking Saturday. Yeah. and the United States, now they're talking about, we're going to push a 4-day work week. Who the hell is going to be able to survive on a 4-day work week? Oh, that's right, the people that run the companies. Just them. It's the only people that's going to help. Everybody else is going to have to, downsize, I guess, because now you're losing a day's pay every week. Sounds great. Oh, I got 3 days off. Yeah, but you only work 4. Hello. Salary employees are like, oh, that's going to be great for me. No, they're going to lower your salary. Trust me on that. I know, Merry Christmas, right? It's the Merry Christmas episode. So, anyway, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about Christmas, folks. Let's get all that out of our head for just a second and think about it for a moment. Think about I was going to play some Christmas stuff in the background, but I can't because Facebook will recognize the algorithm of the song and they will put me off the air and then I won't be able to broadcast because they think somehow I'm making money off of the themes, some theme from the Peanuts cartoon. You know, it's like, come on. How am I making money? Do I look like I'm making money? Really? Well, look at all the technology you got there, Alien Stone. Everybody's got this freaking technology. I'm using a cell phone. Alright? A little mixing board I ordered on Amazon. Okay? Computer in front of me. Well, I've upgraded that many times. That's a pretty good computer. It is. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, anyway, folks. Christmas time. Do you still send Christmas cards? I know a lot of people do. A lot of people still send Christmas cards. But let's be honest, okay? Most people have kind of set that aside because with today's day and age, you're never, you used to get a Christmas card from, Aunt so-and-so who lives in Connecticut somewhere, and you don't never see her. You never, ever see her. But you'll get a Christmas card every year. And that's the only contact you have with her. In fact, you don't even know that she passes away until the cards stop coming, right? That's crazy. That was back in the day. But now with Facebook and text messaging, and there's just so many immediate ways to contact people. People are really, that have been separated for years and years and years, are really actually still talking daily. And there's so many digital ways to create cards and things like that online. And when you send them, they're animated and they got music attached and all kinds of things. And some people still think that you have to send that physical paper card that you went down to Hallmark and bought, that somebody pre-wrote for a generic audience, that's the way you're supposed to do it. Well, I thought it was the thought that counts, right? Isn't it supposed to be the thought that counts? That's why I always hated the idea of, well, here's my Christmas list. Pick something from my Christmas list to buy me. There's no thought in that at all, is there? I might as well close my eyes and play, pin the gift on the donkey. You know what I'm saying? Here you go. You picked it out. Or I'll go through and pick the cheapest thing. That's lame. The thought that counts, right? Well, the same thing with the cards, I would think. You go and you buy a card, it's pre-designed, there's a picture on it somebody else picked out, they put it on there, they came up with their own little heartfelt rhyme that they printed inside of it, and all you're going to do is put XXXOOO, sign your name, put it in a package, pay the mailman, I don't know how much it is anymore, what is it, like $1,100 now to mail a letter? I don't know. 50 cents. I don't know what it is anymore. But you're going to send that off. And it may get there on time. It may not get there. If it gets there, it might be wet. Who knows? Okay, yeah, there's a lot of thought process there, right? But honestly, your thought process ended with the decision to send a card and whether or not you were going to put the X's and the O's. Okay? Because once you drop it in the mail, nothing from that point on is part of your gift. That's all the mailman, and he works for a living. So like I said, if you go and you create these really interesting digital Christmas cards, you can upload your own photographs to them. You can animate things. You can personalize the text to maybe an inside joke or, a personal experience you had with that person that nobody else has. And then you send it to them via text or email or whatever technology that you're using. Maybe you're doing a Zoom call. To me, I would much rather have something like that than, you are my grandson. I think, you are such a blessing to the world. Merry Christmas, and I hope that you have a great year. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, and there's a picture of a Christmas tree and some snow falling. Okay, thanks for saying Merry Christmas. That's basically all that says. Is you thought about me and you sent me a card. True. And we've always loved that in the past. I'm not saying you should stop doing that at all. But it's like some people think that if you don't send a physical card, you don't care about nobody. You didn't take any time or effort. There's much more time, effort, and thought that goes into creating that digital card than it was to walk into the Hallmark store, read 5 cards, and go, oh, that one was beautiful. I'm going to send that one to Aunt Claire. Come on. Come on. But if that's cool. I'm not judging you. But, think about it. People celebrate holidays in different ways. And yes, I said holidays. Wow, spam call right in the middle of my show. Potential spam. It's not potential spam, it is. Did I ask you to call me? No, it's spam. That's right. That was my Christmas present there. Anyway, folks. I'm getting a little off track here. My point is, folks, that you got to let people celebrate their holidays their way. You can't force your way of celebrating a holiday onto the other people around you. I brought this up in yesterday's show, and I'm going to be very quick with it right now. I'm not going to get deep into it because it's time for another sports update with the prospect. And right after that, we'll probably maybe be able to squeeze in another Christmas song and then get to the just a few questions. But I brought up the Merry Christmas versus Happy Holidays greeting. And I don't understand the hostility in the Happy Holidays greeting. Obviously, if somebody is of some form of religion that celebrates some form of holiday other than Christmas and you say Happy Holidays to them, I've never heard one of them go, "Excuse me, it's Kwanzaa." I've never heard anybody say, "Excuse me, it's Hanukkah." I've never heard that, but I certainly have heard over and over again, "Excuse me, it's Christmas." Yes, it is Christmas. You're right. And I'm referring to a whole time period, which also includes the Hanukkah and the Kwanzaa and all these other whatevers they are. I don't know what they are. Okay? And that's my point, is I don't know you on the street or in the store. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your religion is. I don't know what holidays you celebrate. I don't know if maybe you're the chick from Gremlins and you don't want to hear anything about Christmas because your dad broke his neck in the chimney. I don't know. I'm just saying, I say happy holidays because I want you to have a happy holiday. Whatever that holiday is. Be it Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever. I'm sure there's a bazillion other ones in there. And the point is I don't know what those are. So what am I going to do? Like stalk you on Facebook to find out what your religion is just so that I know how to greet you during the season? It's ridiculous. So the next time somebody says, "Excuse me, it's Christmas," during the Christmas time, I know, like, I would love to just tear into that person. I would. Instead, what you do is you go, "You're right. Merry Christmas." And immediately end the conversation and walk away. Immediately end the conversation and walk away. Because even though even though you said, you're right. Merry Christmas. The person that is nasty enough to scream in your face, no, excuse me, it's Merry Christmas, isn't going to accept that, and now they're going to explain to you why it's Merry Christmas. And you don't need to hear that because you've already made your decision as to why you say Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or Happy Kwanzaa or whatever it is. Okay, so like I said, just during the holiday season, just you're right. It is Merry Christmas because it is just like it is all the other holidays. Anyway, folks, we got to take a short break and pause in the action for station identification. It's time for a sports update with the Prospect, and we will be back with the brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions called Santa's Bitchy Old Lady. Right after this. Go nowhere.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
Man, it's cool. Welcome to the weekly sports update with the Prospect on Alien X Radio. Bowl season is underway with 8 games, so here's the recap of those games. Middle Tennessee kicked things off by defeating Toledo in the Bahamas Bowl 31-24. Coastal Carolina held off Northern Illinois 47-41 in the Tail Greeter Pure Bowl. In the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, BYU fell to UAB by a field goal 31-28. Louisiana took down Marshall 36-21 in the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Western Kentucky destroyed Appalachian State in the RoofClaim.com Boca Raton Bowl 59-38. Fresno State drops UTEP in the PUBG Mobile New Mexico Bowl 31-24 winner chicken dinner. Liberty routed Eastern Michigan in the first lopsided victory 56-20 in the Lending Tree Bowl, and Utah State edged Oregon State 24-13 in the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl presented by Stiefel. 6 games are slated for next week, and I will have those scores next week. In the I cannot believe it department, Urban Meyer is out as Jacksonville head coach. That was one of the moments where it wasn't if he was going to be fired, but when. Would it have been after his embarrassing night on the town where video surfaced of him inappropriately dancing with a woman that wasn't his wife? Or after his coaching recruitment decisions, hiring a strength coach that was allegedly known for making racist remarks during their time at Iowa? Or maybe it was after he was reportedly berating his other assistant coaches? Or could it be the fact that he had a dismal 2-11 record at his first season with the team? The answer was all the above, as owner Shad Khan made the decision after their loss to Tennessee. The former Ohio State, Florida coach, who did a good job in those 2 schools, by the way, just couldn't keep up at the NFL level, and it was showed in his demeanor, as after that 20-0 blowout loss to the Titans, Meyer gave a half-hearted, uninterested handshake to Coach Mike Vrabel. Maybe he knew the writing was on the wall at the time, who knows. But what we do know is that the organization did the right thing and got rid of him, and gave their young players some much-needed direction as they used the final few games to regroup and refocus for next year. And no, Coach Dan Campbell is not in the corner at Ford Field shaking, worried about his future with his 1-11-1 record. I'm sure he will turn that around next season. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect saying so next time. Prospect out.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's Lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Grandma got genital warts from a reindeer.
Oh, that's so wrong.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. ¡Ajá! Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. One more time. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, prospero año, felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe. And I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch. Oh, fudge.
Alrighty, folks, here we are in the second half of the last hour, which means it's time for the replay of yesterday's episode of Just a Few Questions. The brand spanking this new episode is called Santa's Bitchy Old Lady. Perfect, raises us in time for the Christmas season. What a quinky dink, right? Yeah. Anyway, folks, we worked hard on this. This was me and Sir Martin of Mad was put through the ringers this time. So I think we should just go ahead and get right to it, don't you think? So here it is, without further delay. Santa's Bitchy Old Lady. It's just a few questions on the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from outer space.
To answer just a few questions.
Ho, 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 everybody, and happy holidays. It is time for the Christmas edition 2021. Wow, I had to add that on there just so that's a disclaimer. 2021. Of Just a Few Questions. Sir Martin of Mad.
Yes, sir.
Are you in place and prepared? I know you can't be ready, but are you prepared?
No. No, but we're going to go with it anyway.
Let's see how weird we can make this.
Oh, don't. Are you trying to like give me a challenge?
Absolutely.
Because I could do a special one. You know what I'm saying? I could really go off the rails. Because there's quite often when I'm doing these, I pull back a little bit in a couple spots, or I go back and I got to get rid of that. I can just start not doing that.
No, it's Christmas. Let your hair down. Let's go all out. Go hard or go home.
All right. So, here's the holiday edition of Just a Few Questions. Oh, see, look, I move stuff around now stuff's not showing up. See? I told you before when I move stuff. There we go.
Question number one.
Question number one. It's that time of year again. The snow is falling, the chill is in the air, and Christmas is coming. You, of all people, are very aware of this, as you are, in fact, Kris Kringle, a.k.a. Santa Claus. And your magical toy factory is busy getting ready for this year's run. You're performing a quality check on a toy soldier line when you hear it. The shrill voice echoes throughout the factory. You close your eyes and take a deep breath. Just then, Mrs. Claus kicks open the door, knocking over several elves to the ground as she marches in. Chris! She hollers at you. What the hell are you doing in here? You have dozens of things that you need to do on your honey-do list. The bedroom door is sticking. Our toilet is clogged. Maybe if you laid off the fiber and eggnog, you might have a normal movement once in a while. Now quit playing with your little friends and get on it. Just before she storms out, she tosses a toilet plunger at your head. The elves are all just standing there looking at you. You already know what they're thinking because they've told you many times to dump the bitch. No, you aren't going to give in that easy. So you have decided that you and the crabby old lady will go to marriage counseling. What are some of the issues the two of you are having that you will discuss with the doctor? A, verbal abuse. Mrs. Claus is always calling Santa the fat guy. She refers to his suit as the fat boy's pajamas. B, it is rumored that Mrs. Claus is having a dominatrix sexual relationship with someone in gift wrapping. C, she won't do any other position other than missionary. She won't play hide the candy cane. She won't do the dirty chimney. She stopped giving you the ho-ho hummer, and she won't even do it reindeer style. Or D, things just haven't been the same since the North Pole gangbangs have stopped due to COVID regulations. You're just drifting apart now. There's also a wild card answer, and what say you?
Oh, wow. All of them are very good. I'm going to go with the wild card.
You're going to go with the wild card answer. Wild card answer is Mrs. Claus keeps forcing the elves to make sex toys out of unsanded hardwood to use on Santa when she deems him naughty.
Wow.
Ouch. Ouch. Bonus question!
Bonus question.
What do you think Mrs. Claus calls Santa's anal intruder? A, the Kringler. B, the ass sickle. C, the elven hammer. Or D, Santa's holiday butt plug.
I'm gonna go the elven hammer. I think
the elven hammer. Great.
Well,
bringing us to
question number two.
Question number two. After a few weeks of counseling, it would appear that you are getting nowhere. Even the doctor has spoken to you privately, telling you to run fast and far. He tells you that he has never in his 30 years of marriage counseling, he has ever seen such an angry woman. He has no advice for you to save the marriage. he suggests that you get a divorce. So, now you will need to get a lawyer and go through the process. There is no need to look in the yellow pages, as the North Pole has its own lawyer. Jack Frost will be your attorney. We already know the reasons for the divorce, but how will you divide up your assets? First, who should get custody of the elves and reindeer? Who should get the house and the car, and why? A, you should get them as you have you should get the elves as you have always taken great care of them, and Mrs. Claus treats them like slave labor and allegedly uses them for her own sexual needs and to rub her enormous feet. B, the house is part of the business. Wait a minute. The house... Shoot. This is all messed up. Anyway, the house is part of the business that she knows very little about. If she were to get the house and factory, she would shut down Christmas and open a snowman brothel and casino. So that's something that you would not want her to get, and that would be the reason why. Yeah. Here's another thing that you wouldn't want her to get, or the reason why. If by car you mean the sleigh, then again, you need it for your job. Besides, she lost her license a few years ago when she got a DUI on New Year's Eve. There's a wild card answer. And which one of those do you think you're going to put down in your paperwork there as being something that you should get? And the reason why she shouldn't get it? 1, 2, 3, or all of them, or the wild card answer?
I'm going to go for the wild card answer.
We're going for the wild card answer. So, on your paperwork it says the lawyer can get the judge to award you everything in exchange for alimony. Why? What did I put down here? Let me try reading this again. Your lawyer can get the judge to award you everything in exchange for alimony because she hates it all and only wants your stuff to hurt you. But she's a materialistic bitch and can be bought. So that's basically it. You get to keep everything, but it's going to cost you a paycheck. Bonus question!
Massive boner question.
If Santa can see everything in his magical snowball, why couldn't he see this divorce in his future? A, the snowball's information is constantly being covered up with Facebook fact-checking bullcrap. B, Mrs. Claus erased the ball's entire contact list because she thought that you were seeing someone else. C, Mrs. Claus took all of Santa's balls on their wedding night. Or D, checking it was not on his honey-do list and did not want to get Oh, Jesus Christ. Checking it was not on his honey-do list and did not want to get the hose again for disobedience.
Oh, yeah, definitely that one.
You just don't want to get beat up by the old lady?
That's it.
Okay. Bringing us to...
Question number 3.
Question number 3. So, now you are free from the relentless nagging and abuse you have been suffering at the hands of your crazy-ass wife. But now you have another problem. All of the remaining females at the North Pole are elves. They are far too small for you to get your freak on with. You would split a bitch in half, despite the rumors your ex-wife was spreading about your teeny tiny little toy in your pants. You don't want to go back to the old self-service methods, so you turn to your self-service methods. So you turn to your staff for ideas. They have all agreed that the best course of action for you is to put together and upload an online dating profile. So, let's do it. First, what are you looking for in a woman, Santa? A 22-year-old supermodel with a heart condition that owns a Ferrari dealership. Are we married? Yeah. Boo! I'm rich. Okay. B, a nice lady that will keep blowing you even when the supervising... What? Even if one of the supervising elves barges in the room with supply chain or chip shortages. C, an inflatable wife with no voice capability. 3 openings, and they're all equipped with Igor's Ever Moist regulator technology. Or D, a woman who will be happy watching her husband bring pleasure to children. Maybe reword that a bit. But you know what I mean. And there's a wild card answer. What saith you?
Oh, I'm going to go with the wild card.
3 wild card answers in a row.
I know, right?
Right? As Santa, you have access to magic and other things currently against the law. So, that being said, you have contacted a lab in China who will clone you a wife from anyone you choose. Please remember, this is an order from a company in China. You will most likely get a fake or defective product, or at least it's going to take forever to arrive. So who will you order as your new wife? A, Jennifer Aniston. B, Kathy Ireland. C, Halle Berry. Or D, other.
Ooh, I'm going to go with other.
You go with other? Okay, well, who's the other? What are you going to do? You got to come up with the other.
Oh, have I got to come up with the other? Okay, let me think.
Who do you want them to clone for you to be your wife?
Oh.
I imagine they would just sneak up on them wherever they're at and just kind of take a bit of their DNA and run back to the lab and mix it around with all the other stuff they got there.
Let's go with Nita Strauss.
Nita Strauss?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So that's a stamp in there. Just to be sure you're happy, you order all of these ladies. How about that?
Oh, wow.
You ordered all of them. You ordered Nina, but you also ordered Jennifer Aniston, Kathy Ireland, and Halle Berry. But when they arrive and you took them out of the box, they were not quite as advertised. Note to self, don't buy cloned women from Wish.
Oh, Jesus.
What did you get for your money? You open up the Jennifer Aniston box. It's a vinyl blow-up doll with an Iggy Pop mask and a name tag that says Jen.
Oh, that's so wrong. I'd probably give D nightmares.
I thought he was going to answer this question. You see where I was going at?
Oh, right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I saw a picture of her. It was actually a picture of Iggy Pop, and it said, Jennifer Aniston, the pandemic's been hard on all of us. B, a sticky photo torn out of a Sports Illustrated. This is what you got when you open up the Kathy Ireland. A sticky photo torn out of a Sports Illustrated and a bottle of Igor's Lube.
Well, that's not bad.
C, you opened up the Halle Berry, and it actually was wild berry flavored CBD gummies.
CBD gummies.
And when you opened up your Nita Strauss package, they actually sent you a clone of your ex-wife. So you quickly toss her in the defective toy garbage compactor. You're not going through that again.
No, absolutely not.
No. Bringing us to lightning strikes. Number 1. What is Bill Cosby's go-to move for the holiday for love?
Oh, Jesus.
A, give gifts. B, mistletoe. C, roofies in the eggnog.
Roofies in the eggnog.
Judges! Yes! Judges agree. Roofies in the eggnog. All right. What would Santa like more? Milk and cookies? Salad? Or pot brownies?
He probably prefer pot brownies.
No! He's got a lot of work to do, man. If he eats those pot brownies, he's staying right there on the couch. Yeah, that's why he likes milk and cookies. It's just sugar. Sugar. Yeah, so, yeah. Moving along. Number 3. What would an elf sex doll be called? My Little Buddy? Herbie? Or Elf on Yourself?
Oh, Elf on Yourself.
Elf on Yourself? Yes, Elf on Yourself. Go Elf yourself.
Very, very clever.
If Rudolph's shiny nose was battery-powered, where would the batteries go? A, in his mouth? B, in his ass? Or C, the battery compartment, silly?
I so want to say his ass, but it's going to be in the battery compartment.
Yeah, the battery compartment. That's messed up. If you had a battery compartment, why would you put the battery in your ass? For fun, right?
Don't kink shame me.
Number 5. You must decide. Candy cane or fruit cake?
It's got to be candy cane.
Yeah, candy cane. You know what's in a candy cane. You know what's in a candy cane. That fruit cake, though, man, you're like, I don't know what this is, man.
Oh, is that a human tooth?
Right. He's like, I don't know what. Oh, human tooth, man. That's good. Right next to a booger and a Skittles. Number 6. Wow, man. Human tooth, booger, and Skittles fruitcake. Sign me up, man. If you have sex with a hooker under the Christmas tree on Christmas Day, do you still have to pay her, or can you call that a gift?
I want to say I'll call that a gift.
The answer is yes, as long as her pimp is not there with the baseball bat he got as a gift last year. Number 7. True or false? All the other reindeer wouldn't let poor Rudolph play in any of the reindeer games. Why? A, his nose was red. B, he couldn't run, catch, or throw. C, they were all racists. Or D, he was unvaccinated.
He was unvaccinated.
That is correct. They were just pretending it was his nose, but it was really that he was unvaccinated.
Vaccination?
Vaccination! Number 8. If Mariah Carey showed up at the factory to do a free holiday concert for you and your team, where would you ask her to set up and perform? A, outside in the snow. B, the South Pole. C, your ex-wife's house. Or D, the defective toy garbage compactor.
The defective garbage compactor.
That is correct, sir. That is great. All I want for Christmas is Mariah Carey to get into the compactor.
Beep, crunch.
You must decide! Buy an expensive gift for your ex, or buy nothing for anyone else.
Buy nothing for anyone else.
Correct. Give that bitch nothing. You can tell all your friends you'll give them 2 gifts next year, but this year that bitch don't get nothing. You gotta tell her that. And finally, number 10. Santa is supposed to operate under the cover of night and not ever be seen. Santa's red and white suit is not really great for that. What should he switch it to? A, green and black. B, blue and gray. Or C, a full ninja suit.
Full ninja suit.
Yeah! Ninja Santa! I want to see that movie. Ninja Santa.
Who bring this honor to the thing of Christmas?
It's like you wouldn't be able to see his mouth move anyway because of his beard. His beard just wouldn't be moving when he's talking.
Yeah.
Right. That'd be awesome.
Pour over the blood.
Ninja Santa. You will be slayed by Ninja Santa.
Very good.
And folks, that has been just a few questions.
Take the whole with power of glory.
A couple of years ago when Channel 7 mentioned us, man. Remember that? It was like, boom, on a Saturday night, all of a sudden the ratings went, woo! Dave Llewellyn's like, hey, go over to alienxradio.com. There's this thing going on where they're raising money for Forgotten Harvest.
Had it up on the screen, a little thing next
they had the
to
little
them, everything.
blurb on the screen. Everyone's like, "Oh, this is awesome!" I wish every network would do this. We'd be like rolling in the dough.
And as soon as he's done with that, he's like, "And now back to Chippy, the water skiing squirrel."
Thanks, Lou. Here I am out at the lake, and here's Chippy. Look at him with his little life preserver on.
That's pretty much it.
He's ready to go. Doesn't he look happy? He's scared shitless. His hands are glued to the thing. It's like, I'm the 5th Chippy, just to let you know. All the other ones are floating out in the freaking lake somewhere. I didn't learn. I'm glued.
Poor Chippy 1, 2, 3, and 4. But Chippy number 5 continues, and I wish Chippy number 5 a very Merry Christmas. Just like I wish all of you, my listeners, a very, very Merry Christmas. Everybody over at Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio Network. Those are our live affiliates. And, of course, our replay affiliates, and some of our affiliates are the oldest affiliates we've ever had here on the show. 920 WON The Apple in New York. 24.7 The Stream, 97.1 KG SBFM Get Smashed Radio, the IRN Internet Radio Network, WRFN 1025, WRPR Rat Pack Radio, United Sounds Choice Radio, Pridecore Radio, Pure Rock Radio, Good Talk Radio, Mile High Radio, and K89. Wherever it is that you are tuned, wherever it is that you are listening, keep in mind, each and every Monday, I go live at 9 a.m. Eastern for the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Also, check out Inside the Mothership, which airs at 12 noon Eastern on Sundays. Also here on AlienXRadio.com and our fantastic affiliates. Once again, guys, happy holidays to you, and Merry Christmas to you, Karen. Yeah? Okay, so... Anyway, folks, make sure that you buy that present early because you're not going to get it, remember? They taught you how to do that on the news because, sales are going to be down. Right. They're just saying all that to get you to run out there and get your stuff early. That's all. They just don't want you to pile on top of each other. Okay, which is smart anyway. You should be buying stuff early. You do know that they raised the price right before Black Friday so they can bring the price back down on Black Friday. Right. Anyway, folks, until next time, this is Alien Stone for the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space, saying Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, and whatever, Hanukkah, and I don't know, whatever they celebrate for Scientology. UFO Day. Peace out, everybody!
What would it be? The guillotine, hanging, the chair, the rack, the Chinese water torture? Mere child's play compared to what surely awaited me.